with a few more points, he'll be the 6th freshman in the history of the Big South to score 500 points. In the history of the league, he will be the 6th. He has been double-teamed. He's been trapped. He's been chased. And what he's accomplished this year has been amazing. We've had a really good freshman here that have played a lot of minutes. Guys like Arlon Harper, Sa Nimbley, Cedric Bowen, Paul Gomwer, Armel Potter, guys that have had amazing freshman seasons. And Christian has topped all those. He's 5th in the league in scoring, if I'm not mistaken. He's 5th in the league in rebounding, if I'm not mistaken. He shoots the ball at a high percentage. He defends his position pretty well for a freshman. He's played almost every minute of every conference game as a freshman. And I'm very thankful for the recognition that he received. Do I think he's the best freshman in the league? I do. And if you're looking for the best freshman, one of some of the best freshmen in the country, you would have to include him on the list. When you're starting to name the best freshman, the most productive freshman in the country, it won't take long to call roll before you get to Christian Keeling's name. When we recruited Christian out of Augusta, we knew that he was special. We knew that he had a chance to have a great career here. He's exceeded my expectations. When you understand when you know his full story. It takes time someday to get to know his full story. So, in my book, he's freshman of the year, but I only got one vote, and he got that vote for sure. Macio's an amazing freshman also, and I'm so thankful for Macio that he's in our league, that we have 2 elite freshmen like Christian and Macio in our league. Very well coached player. Nick does a great job at UNC Asheville. Certainly I'm biased, but that's it.
Christian, just to hear Coach, that spill right there, how does that make you feel, kind of feel as though he vouches for you as the best freshman? Just to hear that from you, Coach, how does that feel?
It's touching, he always got my best interests at heart, I know Coach been in my corner since the day he recruited me. I know it's kind of hard on him about the news, but I'm just grateful. I'm thankful, just for the recognition. Most freshmen don't get recognition. I just got to move on. I'm just focused on the team goal, which is try to get the NCAA tournament. Focus on this Longwood game tomorrow. I guess people take it as good or bad news. It's okay, but I'm a team player. And that's what I'm focused on. It's a Longwood game and the conference tournament.
What has this freshman year been like for you?
I go to sleep at night, and I just realize it's overwhelming because sometimes stuff I do, I just be like, how do I do it? To be, I'm 6'3", I'm not even 175 probably. And, the things like double doubles and rebounds and stuff like that, that's crazy because in high school I never really rebound. And stuff, it's amazing, And I set my own expectations, but, it's that one expectation that's still out there, and that's to reach the NCAA tournament. And that's my biggest goal, regardless of freshman of the year or, all-team conference. I'm just trying to get to the tournament. That's my biggest goal. And at the end of the day, I'm satisfied. It's a fire to be burned. You just got to move on. Life is just a lot of obstacles you got to overcome, which I've been be able to do it at an early age. But it's cool.
Berkeley, just you talk about having a little momentum, having the
Yeah.
opportunity to play a home postseason game. And you hear Christian talk about
Yeah.
the ultimate goal. Obviously, you are 4 wins away from it.
Yeah,
How-
sure.
How attainable is that goal with this team? How they're playing right now?
We'll just take it one game at a time. We just got to focus all our energy on Longwood. The thing that I like about this team is we've improved. I mean, we've really improved, and we've really put ourselves in a position to gain some momentum this spring. Return 5 starters, really good recruiting class, and work ourselves back into where we want to be, and that's contending for a regular season championship and a tournament championship. So I'm just excited about the improvement. We just got to take it one game at a time. Really, this team isn't really had the ability to think past because we're so young. Right now we just got to get a good practice and a good film session in, and work our way into being prepared for Longwood, who's they're going to be hungry too. They've had a tough stretch, and they're going to be a really hungry team and put everything. I was reading quotes where they're talking they're 0-0, so they have the ability to put their season behind them and move forward. And we've also lost to them in the tournament 2 years in a row. We went in as the number 1 seed, and they upset us, and then last year they beat us. So, that's a motivating factor also. Just one other thing on Christian I want to mention. The one award is very difficult to obtain. When there's only one, there's only one player of the year, there's only one defensive player of the year, there's only one. But if there's 10 better players in the league than him, can you just name them for me? Just please, he finished 11th. Can you just sit there and name them statistically and not just give me their name, but back it up with stats, and then I'll just be quiet. And so what he's done has been amazing. And the freshman of the year is tough because there's only one, but we'll see. We'll see what the future does. And I mean, I always use those things as motivating. I guess I've had a chip on my shoulder since I've been 5 years old. And I probably act like that. My wife says it drives her crazy, but I've always had a chip on my shoulder and enjoyed being in places that required a chip on my shoulder. So, I want to put that big chip right there on Christian, and he doesn't need a whole lot more chips. It's probably big enough, but we just want to get ready for Longwood, and what we can do past that, we'll just take it one game at a time. We have a tough road. We got to go play the number 1 seed on their home court, and that'll be something. It'll be a big challenge for us, but it'll be really good for our team. We were up 20 at halftime at Longwood, and they cut the lead to 1 with 6 minutes and 38 seconds left to go, and we responded. And I told our team afterwards, that was really good for us, because a month ago we couldn't have done that. And to be able to I mean, that's really tough. You're doing everything right, and then all of a sudden you're doing everything wrong. And then you respond, and Christian goes for 4 in a row, and Armel hits a big shot, and Pat hits a big shot, and Antoine hits a big shot, and all of a sudden we're back up 8 or 10. All those experiences are good for us. They're really good for us. And this experience, this tournament game will be good for us as we build for the future. We need to experience the pressure of a tournament game. And then if we can be fortunate enough to get this one, the pressure of playing the number 1 seed will be so good for us. You have to go through those experiences as you grow and rebuild. So we're excited about any opportunity we get, and we're thankful for any opportunity we get just to continue to play.
Good or a bad thing that you just saw?
That's a great question. Probably a good thing. The scouting report was really easy. We just didn't erase the board from Friday before we just kept it on the board. And probably a good thing. Good thing for them too. Good thing we got it at home. I want to feel the energy of the Buck Dome. I want to feel it packed. I want our people to come out, our students to come out. I want to feel that, and if we can have all that, we'll have a great chance. And Longwood's a good team. Their record isn't indicative that they're a talented team, and Coach G has done an amazing job keeping that thing together. You look and see, sometimes the truest test of a coach is when you're having a tough season if your team can improve. The really good coaches are able to take a tough middle of the season and get their team to improve, and Jason has done that. It just hasn't come with a lot of wins for them. But when you see them play tomorrow night, you'll see they're very capable from a talent standpoint.
Just the postseason in the Buck Dome.
Postseason in the Buck Dome.
Happen a lot. What do you expect for them?
Man, I'd like to go out there and it just be packed up, people standing. I remember our High Point game a couple years ago. We had people standing on people's shoulders and up in the balcony and over on the bandstand. We had the fire marshal. I'm sure we didn't let him in, but it was amazing that night. And I'd like to feel that again.